If anybody has any advice out there for keeping a 3-year-old in their own bedroom, please let me know. It's been about 2 weeks now where he's been getting out of his bed every single night and getting out every single hour pretty much and coming into our bedroom, which would be fine normally, but then we've got a 4-month-old who's been woken up at the same time, so yeah. Competition time. We're giving away a HP workstation. It's over £1,000 worth. It's right here. It is this one right here there. That's how big it is. It's absolutely tiny, very, very small. It is a HP Z2 mini workstation. And if I'm remembering correctly, I believe it has 16 gig of memory, and it's got a 512 gig SSD in there as well. So it's pretty fast. It's an Intel Xeon processor in there, so it's really, really powerful, really fast. That's what's on the back of it. If you're interested, I'll pop the links to the competition in the comments below. So good luck, everybody. Let's roll the intro. Hello to all the new subscribers to our channel. Thank you for following us. Thank you for subscribing. So at the time of filming this, we are almost at 100 subscribers. We're on 94, which is pretty cool. So thanks for subscribing if you're new to us. So if you're watching this on LinkedIn and you like seeing the weekly videos, please do subscribe to us on YouTube. The thing with YouTube and LinkedIn is the more you like, the more you comment, and then the further they get pushed. So you'd be really, really helping us out if you could like, if you could comment, and share the video around, please. Really appreciate it. So exciting news for us this week. We're getting ready to move. We finally found some offices. At the moment, the plan is to move in the early part of next year. But at the moment, we're trying to find someone to take these offices. So if you are looking for offices, if you know someone that's looking for offices, give us a shout. We've got some lovely offices here. They're about 1,200 square feet. Rent is £1,000 a month. Rates are about £620 a month, I think they are. And then there's service charges every quarter, which just wraps up water, electricity, gas, maintenance. So anyway, this week I want to talk to you about power cuts and what happens to your business when you have a power cut. And a few weeks ago, there was absolute disaster in Portsmouth. I don't know what happened. It was reported by the Portsmouth News. It was all over Twitter. I think the power cut ran through from 9:30 in the evening until midnight. So we're not talking about a long power cut. But it was, havoc everywhere. And it was interesting to see what happened the following day, posting about their day of hell of when their power cut and they had servers down. And do you want to know what happened for us after the power cut of all power cuts in Portsmouth? Absolutely nothing. We had a few customers where the broadband didn't come back up again. I think we had to restart a switch because the switch just kind of had a bit of a hiccup. But no servers down. No real issues. Everything that came up was solved by 9 o'clock the next morning before people were in. So how do we do this magic? It's nothing special. All you should be using is a UPS. It's an uninterruptible power supply, which is basically a big battery for your server. And if you still have a server in your office, then a UPS will make sure in the event of a power cut, everything will shut down properly. And then when the power returns, it will bring everything back up again. And that's really, really key, because if you are in the middle of a power cut, and your server effectively someone pulls the plug out the back of it. That's basically what you're doing in a power cut. Someone's coming up to your server, pulling the plug out the back of it, completely switches it off. What you do there is you risk corruption, because if that server happens to be writing a file at the time, if you're pulling the plug in the middle of it writing that to the disk, then you're going to corrupt it. It can actually corrupt the operating system itself. Then the next time your server boots, it might not actually boot because that file it needs to boot has been corrupted. So it's really, really important you have this UPS. And so the number one piece of advice for this week is have a UPS, a battery backup. And my number two piece of advice is to make sure that UPS is actually configured and that it's tested. You actually need to configure the UPS so that it knows, oh, yep, so the power's now cut. I'm going to tell my server to turn itself off. Please check you have one. It's normally a big black box, it depends on the size and what kind of power you've got there, but it's normally a big black box sat down by your server somewhere. It might be at the bottom of the rack. And if you've ever had a power cut before, it's normally the thing that beeps at you to tell you there's a power cut. So yeah, that's all for this week. If you're watching on LinkedIn, do please go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe on there and like on there. All the usual thing. Like the video, hit the subscribe button on YouTube if that's where you're watching, and see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.